Let me write that donkey. Hey, let me write that. Let me write that.
Please. Okay. The king's
okay.
horses
and all the queen's men. I don't know. Hey, y'all.
All the queen's horses.
And all the queen's men.
That's the second part, though. All the queen's men.
Every last part. Hi, welcome to the recap of All the Queen's Horses and All the Queen's Men. We watched episodes 6 and 7, correct?
Yes.
And before we start, I just want, y'all look at my shirt. Half hood, half holy. Pray with me, but don't play with me. Okay. All right.
And I'll be having mine next. Okay.
I'm just as sweet as Pie.
She is until. But how y'all doing on this rainy Wednesday?
Right. Well, it's raining where we are. We don't know where.
It never rains in Southern California. Okay.
So maybe where you're watching this, it's nice and dry, but it's been rainy. It was rainy last week too.
Yeah,
but you see, our energy is a little bit more peppier.
Yeah, because rain makes everything grow.
No, honey, because we saw Amp.
Well, girl, some of us did a little extracurricular and watched.
Yes, Christian Keys have his he go live on IG every Sunday, right? Probably around 9:30 Eastern time.
And somebody watched it.
Oh, I mean, I watch it all the time. I always watch him.
All the time.
I mean, I like to support. Hey, Christian. We're going to say that every episode, everything that we do. So,
we even say it when ain't nobody watching, like Christian Keys.
Right. But he have on people from the show. Mm-hmm. And last week, you can catch it on his IG.
Last week, she saw Amp with a beard, and she was like, oh my goodness, Uber Scoober. His name is Scoober Steve, and he's fine, because he had facial hair, because we have a thing about men and facial hair. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all smooth skin brothers.
Ain't
nothing wrong.
Like baby face.
Just something with that little hair.
I need a little something.
Then that little thing under that lip, and it's like that little hair.
Oh,
right?
Yes, the lip.
Yeah, and then when they go like this, they be sticking out. Ooh, she had to walk away on that one, y'all. She got a little flustered.
And I'm back.
And she's back.
Okay, so we just want to welcome everyone that's watching us. We see that our first video is gaining some traction. People finding it. I'm like, okay, what's up?
Come through, y'all. Come through.
We are not your typical recap show. You know how people go like scene by scene, frame by frame. We don't do that. We talk to you like you're one of our homegirls.
You're across the table, drinking a glass of wine, kiki, eating pizza or whatever it is. You know,
like we did.
Like we did today, honey. We was trying to, be good, trying to get it together, but whoo, that hungry
got to you. Pizza was calling.
Pepperoni, 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 cheese, cheese, cheese.
Okay.
Hey. Oh, but back to the show.
Okay, so
it gains a little bit momentum this week because the last time we were like it was slowing.
Okay, so yeah, but yeah, so the first thing, girl.
I like the fact that before every show they do a recap. So if you haven't seen it, it brings you up to speed.
It does.
I think that's excellent because a lot of shows don't do that. So kudos for that.
Yes. And I have my little notes I want to talk about, but I don't have it. I wonder why.
But back to the show. Eva, you're doing a great job.
She is.
Yes. The character Blue, which is Eva's strong arm. She's a very strong personality. She want to go shoot everybody all the time. I like her character. But her character, to me, is starting to be a little predictable with the lines. It's like, can we get a little more wit?
Every episode. What I'm tired of hearing.
It's the catchphrase.
I don't like this.
When you gonna take that money out?
When you gonna take the money
out the office?
When we gonna get rid of money?
When you gonna take it out the office? And it's just, it's said so much that eventually that somebody gonna steal the money out the office or
Yes.
something.
You know that's
just
coming.
know it's coming
You know that's
because
coming.
it's been said at least
Yes.
4 times in every episode. You know, madam, I don't feel comfortable.
I don't feel comfortable with the money here. What you gonna do about the money?
What you gonna do about the money?
That's like all the time.
What you gonna do about
We
the money?
called it in the first episode because she said it so much. We was like, somebody's gonna rob them.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen in episode 8 or at the season finale or something.
Something like that.
But Madam ain't no joke, okay? Because Madam blackmailed a judge. She blackmailed a lawyer. She be getting everybody together. She's very intelligent. I like that about her.
Yeah. So let's try to just start off like in the beginning. The police officer, the lady police officer that's on the case of Madam's missing partner, because we all know he's dead, you know, so it starts off where she comes to the club in the daytime visiting Madam, you know, just asking questions.
Trying to get some information because she really wants to know, when was the last time you saw your partner?
Yeah. And then again, like we said, that's when Blue was like, you know, I don't like this. And, you know, we got to do something about the money. And then
dollar bills, hey.
So their whole mission was to find the wife of what's his name, Alan, her partner.
Yes, of the deceased Alan. I think her name is Tina.
Yeah, I think so. So their mission is to find her because
she knows what exactly happened.
Yeah, she knows she was
as
a
far
witness.
As she was a witness. But my thing was, he was beating y'all behind. He burning you with cigarettes. I would have been like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she would want to protect him. I would be jumping for joy.
I think she want to protect her assets because at this point she doesn't know what's going to happen to her.
And she can't get the insurance money.
She can't get the insurance money.
Because he's missing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can be.
But they have this one character in there. His name is Red. I can't stand him.
Which means he's doing his job.
Yeah. Because ever since the beginning, he's kind of like, he's an irritating, backstabbing, undercutted mother. Oh, watch your mouth.
But we found out why in episode 6. He, Red, and the halfway house guy, they're like in cahoots.
They're in cahoots and they're setting up the guys the inmates to come out of the system, and they come to the halfway house. They're setting them up with robberies and different things, and they're doing it, and then they're making them take the fall to go back to prison.
Yep. So while they have a whole scheme going, and they're trying to get Amp. I'm like, number one, you don't mess with Amp.
Because he is a Madam's nephew.
No,
and
not
she
just
will
that,
get
but
you.
he's fine as that.
Girl, and I like his personality. He's not like really
so
overbearing.
Humble,
He's so sweet.
So sweet.
He is.
You're doing a good job, actor. I forget his name.
We forget your name. We forget your face.
Oh, tidbit. Because I do watch the Christian Keys IG Live. I found out that the 4 dancers, they were dancers in real life.
And it makes sense. Because it makes sense. Because when they be doing their routine.
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah. But, and we have, I think a lot of people really, 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 really like, what is her name?
The DJ?
No, Babyface's love interest.
Miss Patty.
Miss Patty. I like you, Miss Patty. I like your character. You are so believable.
She's good.
And the judge too. She be honest.
Right. And speaking of that, it did have a scene where, remember last week we told you all that Eva, or Madam, she retained Miss Patty to be her lawyer so she can get the power of attorney taken from her sister to back to her. And so they went to court. And of course the judge followed suit and stripped the guardianship from the half sister to Madam.
But Madam is out cold, but she was correct in this instance because she kept leaving. The sister kept leaving the father and unattended. They would come over. He would be urinating on himself. He would be a mess. She just really wasn't doing right by the dad, and so
she just wanted
that check. So people out there, one day you're going to be old too. We can't do our elderly people like that.
Can't.
Take care of them, and if you can't, put them somewhere that can.
And she told some daddy want to stay with me. Daddy don't know what's
Daddy
going on.
ain't even there.
He
Daddy
don't know
like
what's going on.
Daddy checked out a long time ago. He's somewhere in Never Land.
Yes.
But they got him out of there, and she didn't do it at the absolute right way, but her heart was in the right place. She wanted him to be taken care of. Back to Amp. I'm starting to see him come through as an actor.
Yeah,
he's becoming more and more believable.
Yeah, I don't know if this is his first gig, but
he's doing a good job.
I know he's been taking like some acting classes. Him and Christian was talking about it.
It's working, honey. Yeah. It's working. Now that Midnight, I don't really. His character, I see what you're trying to do with him, but his character is kind of
what?
I don't know. I get that he's whacking off. I wonder at the end of the season is it gonna fall off?
It's gonna fall off.
He gonna go pee and go boop.
I mean, okay, look, cause they showed the scene. He's still using, the cock ring. He's still trying to make himself, plump. Want to keep it PG.
But what I thought was really cute was when, what's his name? Not Amp.
It's Aunt Fuego?
We just said it. No, Fuego. Girl, Fuego is another. Oh my God. But y'all did a great job with casting as far as Fuego. I like the versatility, how he has the accent on, the accent off.
And I think those are the four guys that were the real dancers in real life. I know Doc is. I saw him on Christian.
She done seen the thing. So let me tell you something about Kay. Kay was like, they're okay. But then when she, we are realists. So when she saw them in the chat with Christian over the weekend, she was like, in real life, she was like, oh, I like.
There's nothing wrong with looking.
Nothing at all.
There's nothing wrong with looking.
But I think the series is going in a great direction. We just tired of hearing her say, "Madam, when you gonna get that money out the office?"
And here you go. I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this. And it'd be like, girl, can you get another facial expression?
But you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Like Cam said, hey, you got the part.
But I am so glad. But I called it. I said that little girl was a cop. I said it didn't make no sense. The way Shamika was, I knew it was too fake. She was giving her stacks of cash. I'm like, as much money as she was giving her, she could have went and got her a little spot instead of staying with the foster people.
So when Shamika came, the first time she came to the club at night, Blue went to go tell Madam that, your little project is outside, pretty much.
Right.
And so she went outside, so Madam was like, what you doing out here? It's so late. She said, she didn't want to go home. I don't want to go home. Can I come in? She's underage.
All she kept saying.
She's underage. She was like, no, you're underage.
You can't come in.
But I can give you some money. You can, get home.
And she kept saying, well, do you need a ride? You want me to call you an Uber? You need somebody to take you home because I don't want you to catch the bus. She kept saying, oh, no, I'm fine. I'm like,
and at this point, Cam was like, something with her. I think she's like a cop or undercover or something. And I'm Miss Hopeful. I'm like, no.
Keep it real.
I'm like, no, she's not. I think she's going to end up being her protege.
She already got a protege, the DJ. Hey, Mr. DJ, you can get started. Everybody ready to party all night, all night.
All the girls are ready,
so we can all get to these men.
Everybody,
move your body. Now do it. Here's something that's gonna make you move and groove. Hey, okay, we're back.
And we're back. So Cam caught it. And so Madam had Blue follow Shamika home because Madam got a feeling like she don't want to go home.
She's like,
that foster father is doing something. And that's what I picked up. I was like, he doing something. he's doing something to her.
So Blue looked through the window and see the foster daddy getting it in with Shamika.
Yeah. And so...
And our stomachs turned.
Yeah. It was like, oh, you nasty bastard. And so Blue calls up Madam, was like, you're not going to believe this. He's having sex with her. And she was like, bring him here.
Bring him here.
Bring him here.
Bring him here. And don't let nobody see.
Don't let nobody in the house. Look, it's supposed to be a foster home.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody see. Bring him here. And she enlists Midnight to go with Blue.
To bring this man. So long story short, they get him in the office and he is butt naked and he's scared for his life. And he's like,
with the hood over his head.
I don't know nobody named Shamika. My wife is 26. She's not 17. So all this time, her behind been
lying.
And it's a good example of your actions can affect other people because her husband was a youth pastor.
Pause.
Okay.
He was a youth pastor. So Eva was like, so they found out that Shamika was really an undercover whatever.
Something. We still trying to figure that out.
And that was her husband that she was getting in with, rightfully so.
He like, I love her. That's my wife. That's my wife.
So, Blue was like, how do we know that he's not going to go and tip her off, his wife? Because Eva was like, Madam was like, we're gonna keep it going. We're not gonna say nothing to her that we know. And we're gonna make sure he don't tell. So she calls her stylist, who is Shay Chic Monique. That wasn't her stylist, was it? I thought it was some guy that she knows. I don't know what she ended up like the stylist. I don't know who it was. Oh, well, forgive me. Well, it was a man. It was a man, honey. He had a long blonde wig, and he was like, "We gonna make a video, and we gonna make sure that you don't tell." And he was just crying. He's like, "I'm a youth pastor." No. They didn't show anything. Oh thank you, Jesus. But yeah, so Eva was like, just the tip. Just don't go all the way in there. Just. I thought that was ruthless. That's ruthless. But anyway, he won't tell. So he went home and he didn't tell. So his wife, Shamika, she come back to the club the next day. I just don't want to go home. But at this point, Blue is pissed because now the gig is up. We know that you're 26 years old, and what the hell are you doing? But they still don't tell her. So she put her in Madam's office. So Blue went to go tell Madam, your girl's back. She was like, good, okay. Go put her in my office. She was like, I did that already. So anyway, they put her to the side or whatever. And then here comes, Christian. Hey, Christian. And he was working for a cartel family. The Damascus family. They're like a mob family. But what I loved is when he walked in, I loved his look. I loved that pumped up hair. And he was speaking in a lower register. Like an octave down. Yes. Almost like a vampire or something. Yes, very vamp. Yes. I was like, you better bite me. You can bite me on my neck. I kid. We say that in jest. But so it was really nice to see him come across the way that he did. We liked his look, and I just liked the whole character. I didn't see Christian. I saw the character of, he was the concierge for the Damascus family. So what ended up happening was that they had a deal with Alan. Basically, he was money laundering for the family. Okay. And Chris, and the concierge. At first, it was a contract on. They wanted a contract on Eva, but he said, he didn't take it. He didn't want them to mess up her pretty little hair on her head. Right. And so I like the way he worded it. Like, I didn't want to harm you. So, as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know what was going on, and that you've messed up the money, but we've given you a couple weeks to get it together. So basically, he didn't give her a choice. Like, you're going to finish
But
the
he
job.
said it a nice way. He was
Yeah.
more like, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, this is what's going to happen. It's
And
like, no
then-
ifs, ands, or buts.
And then, of course, you got Blue. You should have let me put a cap in it. I was like, all right, Blue. Just
Simmer down, Blue. Simmer down. So Eva was thinking like, no, this might be a good thing. This might be a good thing for me to have a mob family in my pocket.
yeah, because they'll be her backbone. Nobody's gonna mess with her then. So the story unfolds. But before it went off, that little heifer Shamika, they had her hanging upside down.
Like a bat.
She's saying, "Why are you doing this to me?"
But y'all, hold up. Back to Amp. So Amp, it was his first time, right?
He did such a good
He
job.
did a great job. He
But
did a great job.
Whatchamajig had tutored him. He had shown him the ropes.
Doc did.
Doc did.
So, Amp and Dime, the DJ, you can tell there's something brewing. Chemistry is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. So they were trying to get to know each other. She asked him, what did he do to go to jail? And basically he was like, he don't want to tell her that just yet.
He wants her to get to know him as a person. But back to that daggone roommate of his, Red, I don't like him. I said from the beginning, he is a snitch and he got bitch assness in him. He just always, man, what you doing?
Right, because it came on like, Amp, y'all. I know you're watching it, so you've probably seen it, or you just want to hear our commentary on it. Hey, so Amp was in the beginning of the episode 6. He was in the mirror, body rolling. I was like,
And this fool opens the door while he in the bathroom. I was like, is that some sugar?
Yeah, but he just, I don't think so. I think
It's
he
not.
was just trying to be nosy. Because, he's asking, he's like, I know that's a lot of money in the club, huh? I'm like, dang. He's like, could you be more thirsty? In my Charlie Bean, could you be more
So
thirsty?
Finally, he getting on Amp's damn nerves,
Yes.
and Amp kind of puffing up on him like, nigga, I told you.
Basically.
But he did kind of say it like that. Like, I told you, get out of my face and stop asking me questions and let's do what we got to do. Red just he don't care about nobody but himself, and he just wants to get some money. He doesn't want to work for anything. His backstory is he used to be a drug dealer. He got caught up, and now he's in the rehab place. But he was working with the guy who runs, one of the guys, because there's a couple guys that run the halfway house. But one of the guys, he's like, we got to set somebody else up. And he said up under his breath, it's time for his behind to leave.
Just
So
hater. They just hating.
all the way around.
Hating because he looked better than them.
Hater.
But,
and those tattoos, I don't know if them tattoos are real, but
I don't know. When he was on Christian's show last week, I didn't see the neck tattoo, but
they can add them on. But I'm just saying, whoever did the tattoos, I like them. I just do. I don't like the one so much on the neck, but
okay, y'all. So with the dancing, because it is all the Queen's men are in the strip club.
I like when they do their routines. They be jamming.
Yeah, they do the routines. But this Negro face. He was galloping. He was doing all kind galloping on the floor, gyrating, doing all kind of acrobats.
He was like a Clydesdale.
He's
here. He was, because he started off. We like, okay, face is gonna do whatever. Then he started flipping people over and stuff. I was like, oh.
I mean,
you must have really been a dancer.
You have to respect the art. It makes almost made me want to go home and practice. Okay. So TMI. No, it's for fitness.
She got a pole in her house, and it's for fitness. And we took a pole dancing class together, so whatever. And a twerking classes. We was trying to learn.
I already know how to drive. That was just exercise. It's exercise.
You gotta love her.
I was like, I know how to do that. But ladies though, this side journey here, pole fitness That's a great class.
It is.
It's
You
somewhere that I
will
go
sweat.
here in Michigan, in Farmington Hills.
Studio.
Yes, I talked about it on one of my
Go ahead
my
and tell 'em.
podcasts, K After Dark.
Mhm.
I haven't been doing too many of that just yet. I put that on hold, but I have Portia on that show.
Yeah.
It's a great form of fitness.
And it's a very nice atmosphere. She's a very sweet person. The classes, everything runs really smoothly, and everybody is so supportive of one another, and that's what I really like about the class.
And it's really, it's twofold. You get your exercise in, and you can also please your man.
Yes.
With a little trick.
And get in touch with your inner self.
Yes.
It's all about being free.
It is. So that's why I was, they was doing their thing. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like, don't make us get up. No.
But back to the recap. I'm
so it heated up again. It sped up. All shows kind of have slow patches.
Yeah.
All of them. I don't care what show it is. So we're staying the course, everybody. We really do like the cast. You are becoming a part of our lives visually. And just keep up the good work.
Yeah. So Christian, they're claiming, seasons 2, 3, 4. So he was like, anytime Tyler Perry pick up something, he do like at least 100 episodes.
Well, I'm excited about it because it is something different, and I think everything it's more realistic to me than some of Tyler's other things, because I don't try to be critical, because I'm a creative myself, and my thing is, at least they're doing it. Yeah. So it's beautiful to see it and be able to model your things after the process, and and it's great because we can kind of see what to do and what not to do, and see what works and what doesn't work. So thank you for being creative and doing it. Thank you for being setting the bar for us and showing us the way.
Most definitely. And, just creating your own, creating your own space. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that's what we're doing.
All the king's horses and all the queen's men. It's raining men.
Hallelujah, it's raining men. So we want you guys to subscribe to, we should have said this in the beginning, but hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Cam and K. If you are on Facebook, we have a Facebook page, All Things Cam and K. Okay, so we have a lot of not a lot of content, but we're
building our content.
Yes, and we're staying consistent. Yes. And we have some other things down the pipeline and
that are coming up. And we just want to thank you all for tuning in, and just a word of advice to all the creatives out there. Don't get discouraged.
Yes.
Be consistent. Don't procrastinate, and do what you can when you can, and keep pushing forward.
Ditto. So
on that note,
we'll see you next week. And catch us for Car Chronicles.
Car Chronicle
on Saturday. I know I left you hanging.
She left me hanging.
I did.
She was supposed to do the quiz.
I do the chronicling on Saturdays.
Okay, well, it'll be good.
All right.
But see you later. Peace.